Hi, my name is Joshua Hood-Menares, class of 2025. I'd like to thank Chief Jasper for helping me through my entire high school career. I'd like to thank Chambliss and Petrocelli over at Northeast Tech through helping me through the criminal justice program. And I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through and through, and I'd also like all the teachers that have helped me along my way. Go Zebras!
All right, hi, my name's Tegan Mann. I would like to thank my parents, Taylor and Liberty, for always supporting me and showing me love and helping me pursue my dreams. I would also like to thank my grandparents, Pam and Gary, for coming to every game throughout my whole life, always supporting me as well. I would also like to thank Coach Tarver for staying late with me and helping me get better at basketball, putting the work in. And go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Tyson Grimmett. I would like to thank my parents for sacrificing time and money so I could be anywhere. And I would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because I wouldn't be here without him. And then I would like to thank my coaches for pushing me on the field to get better every day. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is AJ Reinhardt. I would like to thank both of my art teachers, Mrs. Hoffer and Miss Mercer, for inspiring me and pushing me to be a better artist. And I would also like to thank both of my parents for supporting me unconditionally through this journey. I love you guys.
My name is Emma Robinson, and I would like to thank my parents for always giving me what I need and for supporting me through everything. I would also like to thank my coaches for helping me achieve all my goals, and then I would like to thank all my friends for being with me through everything. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Claire Hartage, and I would like to thank my parents, Tracy and Steve Hartage, and Lauren, Maddie, Parker, and Ella for being the best family and supporting me. I'd like to thank my friends for being gang. And finally, I'd like to thank my teachers, but especially Mr. Riggs, Miss Guru, and Mrs. Coyle for just being great teachers and making learning fun. Boom Center! Okay. Hi, my name is Allison Wiseman, and I'd like to thank my parents, Kim and Chris, for working so hard to support me. I'd also like to thank Jan for putting me on the greatest show of all time, Ted Lasso. And finally, I'd like to thank all my teachers, but especially Miss Guru, for making me pass the AP exam and putting us on a really awesome calc playlist. Go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Kiki Bacon, and I would like to thank my parents, Chad and Stacy, for supporting me. I would like to thank my wrestling coaches, Willard, and Jan, for just teaching me how to be a good person. And I would like to thank my friends for making high school a little less unbearable. Go Zebras!
My name is Alexander Trent. I would like to thank my dad, my stepdad, my uncle, my grandfather, my siblings, Emma, Landon, Carter, Bella, and Sophia, as well as Sunny. I would like to thank my girlfriend, Abigail, my best friends, Charles and Brayson, my granny, as well as her family.
Hello, my name is Lauren Floyd, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for always being there to support me and fulfill my dreams. And I would also like to thank my friends for always being there for me and helping me through everything. Thank you, everyone, and go Zebras!
First, I wanted to thank my coaches, all of them, but specifically my head coaches, Coach Willard and Coach Hurt. I would say it was pretty evident I wasn't the best athlete around, but I definitely learned a lot of valuable life lessons that I could apply in my future. Second off, I would like to thank my parents, my mom and stepdad, my dad, my stepmom. Thank you guys for always supporting me throughout my life. I'm very grateful that you guys have given me everything that you have. And last, I would like to thank my friends, Nathan, Andrew, Mikey, Ashton. I have a lot of friends, but those four specifically. I just want you guys to know that I love you, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Javier Quino Zavala. I would like to thank my dad, my siblings, specifically my sister Jackie and my brother Jesus, my cousins, my auntie Vicky, and most importantly of all, my mom. Without her, none of this would be possible. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, and go Zebras!
Hi, my name's Thomas Feeney, and my senior shoutouts are, I'd like to thank Andrew for being my friend since the 5th grade, and I would also like to thank Ms. Andrews, my paraprofessional, for being with me since freshman year. Thank you, class of 2025.
Hi, my name is Andrea Luna. I would like to thank my mom and dad who came here with nothing but always made sure I had everything. Te amo. And I would like to thank my siblings for being my ride or dies and supporting me through these last 18 years. And lastly, I would like to thank my best friends who have been here with me since the beginning. And a huge shout out to the Trap. I love you guys. In class of 2025, we did it.
Hello, my name is Tony Gibson, and I would like to thank my mother, Brandy Gibson, for always being my biggest supporter and always being there for me. I would like to also thank my granny, Paula Ratcliffe, for being there for me and my mom through our toughest times. And finally, I would also like to thank everyone that's had a big impact on my life for making me who I am today. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Damon Means. I would like to support my friends for supporting me throughout my high school career, and I would also like to thank my teachers for doing their job well enough for me to graduate. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Isabel Vell, and I would like to give my senior shout out to my English teachers, my parents, my best friends, and my East instructor, Jody Keith, and also my cat. Go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Campbell Crum, and I just want to give a big shout out to my mom and dad for raising me to value education, my sister for underachieving so I can look better, Stidley Cummings, Hammock, Mr. Z, Miss Garut, Miss Coyle, and Mr. Doonkeen, and also Jacob, Izzy, Caroline, Ari, and Harrison for sticking with me through the evil people, you know who I are, and Skills USA and Northeast Tech and Chitty and Coley and Kurt Vonnegut. Thank you, and go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Martin Thomas, and I'd like to thank my family for being at every competition and contest, supporting me all the way through. My Skills USA team for sticking with me through our long competitions and giving me so many positive memories. And finally, Mr. Murphy and Miss Hammock for always pushing me to go further with Skills USA and developing myself. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Sawyer Beller, and I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me and being there for me throughout high school. I would also like to thank my teachers and coaches, specifically Mrs. Coyle, Miss Garut, Mr. Z, Mr. Cummings, and Coaches Bennett, Weens, and Douthit. And finally, I would like to thank Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics for winning an NBA championship. Go Zebras!
Hi, I'm Andrea Burgoon. I would like to thank my parents and my younger brother Gavin for always being there for me and supporting me throughout all of these years. I would also like to thank my biomed teacher, Mr. Riggs, for teaching me that it is okay to have multiple passions and that you have plenty of time in your life to succeed in all of them. And finally, I would like to thank my graphic design teacher, Miss Huddleston, for showing me my passion in life. Your kindness will be something I remember forever. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Ava Riley, and I would like to thank my parents for supporting me and loving me unconditionally. And I would also like to thank Mr. Hannick and Mr. Luke Bennett for being amazing role models and pushing me to be great. Go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Blake Howe. I want to thank my mom and dad, Dave and Amanda Howe, for keeping me on track during school. And I want to thank my sisters. Most of the time they drove me here. They also, pretty much like my third mothers, they also kept me on track. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Caden Self, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for always being there for me, being supportive of me over the years, and pushing me the best that I can be. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Ember Schultz. I would like to thank Miss Hammock, Miss Andrews, Miss Warden, and Miss Stidley, as well as Miss Golbeck and Miss Lee for always really being there for anything I needed. They were some of the best at helping me everywhere I needed, and just I had some of the best success I could because of them. Thank you guys for always being there. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zoe Vasquez. The first person I would like to shout out is my mom for being my biggest supporter throughout all these years. I would not be here without her. The next people I want to shout out are my friends. They've always pushed me to do my best. And the last people I want to shout out are all of the teachers I've had the past 4 years, especially Coach Lammer and Miss Vincent for being the sweetest people. Beat Pryor and go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Zoe Townsend. I would like to thank my mama Alicia and my Nana for encouraging me to get through school and to always do my best and telling me that I can push through anything. I would also like to thank Mr. Bennett and Mrs. Grubbs for all the laughs, stories, activities, and curiosities that I've had in your class. And finally, I would like to thank Alex Miller, Averly Ortiz, and Michaelin Fontana for being the greatest friends that money can't buy and for continuing to be my forever people. Go Zebras!
I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my grandma Mimi for always having my back and supporting every decision I make, and my boyfriend Adrian for sticking with me since sophomore year and becoming my high school sweetheart. Love you guys.
Hi, my name is Charlie Williams, and I would like to thank my family for supporting me and being there for every step of the way. I would also like to thank Miss Adcock. I would not be as ready as I am for college without her. And I'd also like to thank my best friend Eve for just being there, and I'm so happy to get to call her my best friend. Congrats to the class of 2025.
Hello, my name is Caden Soul. I would like to thank my mom, Kendall Soul, and my nana, Linda Soul, for putting up with me and keeping up with me and supporting me through thicks and thins and highs and lows and everything in between. I really appreciate that, and it means more to me than they could probably ever know. I'd also like to thank Mr. Schultz, my math teacher of 2 times now. He was a really big influence in how I learned and how I structured my study after his classes both times, and I really do appreciate it. And finally, I would really like to thank Coach Willard, Coach Jan, Coach Weber, Michael Williams, the wrestling staff as a whole, and the team for shaping me to who I am today and helping me progress as a human being. I probably wouldn't be who I am today without you guys, so I really do appreciate that, and thank you all.
Hey, my name is Alvin Halley, and I'd like to shout out my mom and my stepmom. I'd also like to shout out my sister, my sister-in-law, and my brother for helping me through what they call high school, apparently. And go Zebras!
Hi, I'm Alex Massey. I want to thank my grandma, my aunt, and my mom for raising me. I want to thank Mr. Riggs for inspiring my passion for science, and I want to thank Mr. Z for getting me out of my shell. Go Zebras!
Hey, this is Caleb Edwards. I'd like to thank my mother, my father, and all my friends for helping me get through this school year. And I've enjoyed it here.
Hello, I'm Izzy Schweitzer, and I would just like to quickly shout out my awesome family, my brothers, my sister, my mom, and my dad for sticking with me through 18 years and just supporting me through high school and getting me through this journey in my life. And I'd like to shout out Caroline Lee, Jacob Lee, Campbell Crum, and Tiger Holland for being my best friends and making bad days seem a lot better, making high school more fun, always being there for me. And I'd like to shout out a few teachers, Miss Garroot, Miss Hammock, Mr. Douthit, Miss Coyle, Miss Stidley, and I just want to thank you guys for shaping me as a person and helping me love the subjects that I previously didn't enjoy and just making high school an amazing experience. Thank you guys, and go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Leslie Piedra, and I would like to thank my mom, dad, and family for making sacrifices to give me a better life with great opportunities. I would also like to thank Claremore Zebra Cheer for giving me 5 amazing years with great memories I will never forget. I would also like to thank my friends, Miss Vincent, Miss Meisinger, and Miss Grace for supporting me throughout these years. Thank you, and go Zebras!
Howdy everybody, my name is Braden James Cartwright, or Haas, or Chewbacca, if any of you know me. I want to give a shout out to my father, Bruce Cartwright, for inspiring me throughout my life, being the example, and to become a man. And I also want to give a shout out to my mother, Nicole Golbeck, for teaching me wisdom, how to eat healthy, and to save financially. And I also want to give a shout out to my friends, Kaden Moss, Cash Bates, Braden Frederick, and Gabriel Dennis for being there for me, supporting me, and insulting me. And I also want to give a shout out to our RTC members, Colonel Ray and Chief Jasper. Have a great day, and go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Emma Hamilton, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for loving and supporting me in everything I do. And I would also like to thank my sister for her driven spirit. It helps me want to be better in that way. And I would also like to thank my grandma for being a good role model in our long, nice talks that she always listens to. And go Zebras!
Hi, my name's Colby Smalley. I'd like to thank my parents, Jed and Lakin Smalley, for supporting me through high school. My coaches, Sarah Eagleton, Casey Shear, Brees Weisgood, and go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Caitlin Pregler, and I would like to thank all my friends that got me through all the hard times. I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my boyfriend. I would like to thank all these amazing teachers here at Claremore. especially Miss Huddleston, Mr. Riggs, Miss Andrews, Miss Savage. They're all great inspirations to me. Thank you. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Simpson, and I would like to thank my family for believing in me and being my biggest cheerleaders. I would also like to thank Miss Grubbs, Miss Bongard, and Mr. Riggs for helping me further my academic career and always being there for me. And finally, I'd like to thank God for letting me wake up every day and letting me continue to live the great life. Congrats, class of 2025, and Senior Vice President out.
Hi, my name is Natalia Luna, and I would like to thank my parents for being my biggest supporters and allowing me to have every opportunity to become the person I am today. I would also like to thank Miss Bongard for continuing to show me how to be a great leader and helping me get throughout my senior year. I would also like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for helping me get through these last 4 years. Congrats, class of 2025, Senior Class President out.
Hi, my name is Chrissy. I would love to thank all 3 of my moms and my older sister Kimber for supporting me in all the decisions I've made in my career path and helping support me in reaching those goals. And I would also like to thank Miss Hester. She's been a huge help in preparing me for the outside life.
Hi, my name is Brad Hoisington, and I would like to thank my parents for supporting me and always being there for me. And I'd also like to thank my coaches for pushing me to be my best. Go Zebras.
Hi. My name is McKinley Mendes. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me always and pushing me to become the best version of myself. I'd also like to thank my grandparents and siblings for adding excitement and diversity to everyday life and for loving me unconditionally. And finally, I'd like to thank my band director, Miss Acord, for making band something I really enjoy and want to keep doing, and for being someone I can always count on. Congrats, class of 2025.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Freeman, and I would like to thank my parents, Ben and Jenny, for always supporting me and loving me unconditionally. I would also like to thank the best bus driver ever, Coach Jan, for always letting me come into your room whenever I had to cry. And finally, I'd like to thank my friends for making high school fun. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Kaiser Ballard. I would like to thank my entire family for always supporting me. I'd also like to thank Miss Garut, Mr. Z, Mrs. Coyle, and especially Mr. Cummings for being great teachers and making learning fun. And finally, I'd like to thank my friends. Boomer Sooner.
My name is Alyssa Brooks. I would like to thank my parents, my grandparents, my friends, my dog, and my cat. Go Zebras.
Hello, my name is Jessica Levine, and I want to thank my parents and my best friend for always supporting me, and good job, seniors.
Hi, I'm Adrian Reyes. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my friends who I've met along the way. Everybody was so cool and everybody was so helpful. I also like to thank Michaela. She's the best girlfriend ever. So I've been with her since like sophomore year. So she's helped me through a lot. Just thank my mom again. Can't thank her enough. I love her so much. Thank you. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Andrew Hancock. I would like to thank my mom for always being there for me. I'd like to thank my friends and my coaches for always pushing me to be better. And I'd like to thank my friend TJ for going to the movies with me. Beat Pryor.
Hi, I'm Michael Robertson. I want to thank my parents for always being there for me. I want to thank my coaches for helping build me as a person. And I want to thank Mr. Riggs for being one of my biggest mentors. Beat Pryor.
Hi, my name is Annie Payne. I would like to thank my mom and dad for pushing me to be my best and always supporting me in everything I do. My sister for being my best friend and always making me laugh. And finally, my friends for always being there for me and making my 2 years at Claremore the best they could have been. Thank you, and go Zebras.
Hello, my name is Irvin Valdivia. Gracias, papá y mamá, por estar conmigo siempre. Gracias a ustedes por nunca dejarme solo y me dieron fuerza para llegar hasta aquí. Y a todos los maestros y amigos que estuvieron aquí y nunca me dejaron, solo me ayudaron en lo que pudieron.
Hi, my name is Cortland Sansom. I would like to thank my dad and my mom for being by my side through my highs and my lows. And I would also like to thank them for dealing with me through all these years of everything. I would also like to thank my Miss Vincent for bringing me so much joy and helping me get through this year. And finally, I would like to thank all my coaches for pushing me to be the best version of myself.
Hi, my name is Meadow Heiner, and I would like to thank my mom, Harmony Heiner, for always being there for me and supporting me. And I'd like to thank my aunt and uncle, Amy and Jason Jocelyn, for always being there for me and helping me out in tough situations. And to all of my amazing friends who are always there for me and support me in all the things I do. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Taylor Webster. I would like to thank my parents, Rhonda and Kenny Webster, for always being there supporting me and being my rock through everything. I would like to thank my siblings, Paige and Izzy, for always putting up with me even when we fight and supporting me even though we don't get along all the times. And then I would like to thank my best friends, Delana and Riley, for always the fun memories, the late night calls, and doing dumb stuff even when people aren't looking. Go Zebras!
What's up? I'm Lucas Ilyushenko, and I'd like to thank my parents for helping me get to where I am. Thank Coach Garrison, being my soccer coach, putting up with me for 4 years, and go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Caden Krebs, and I would like to thank my parents and my sister Grace, class of 23, and also some of my amazing teachers, Miss Steidley and Miss Hammock from the pre-engineering program, and also Mr. Cummings and Miss Andrews for always supporting me in their classes and helping me grow as a person and be more confident in myself. Go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Bryce Rhodes, and I'd like to thank the band directors and Mr. Riggs for constantly pushing towards my success in every career field I've been going for. And I'd also like to thank the entire Addams Family musical cast for helping me feel welcome throughout the entire year. Go class of 2025 and go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Jaden Kersitter. I'm given 20 seconds for this speech, and honestly, that's not enough time to shout out everyone and everything I'm thankful for. But there is so much that I want to do and say to give thanks, but all I can say is I'm thankful for my family, friends, and loved ones. You mean everything to me. Stay classy, guys.
Hello, my name is Caleb Baker, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for always being there for me and supporting me. I would also like to thank Mr. Bennett and Mr. Castillo for teaching me lots of things and preparing me for my future. And finally, I would like to thank my football coaches for teaching me how to be a man and how to lead by example. And finally, Thunder and 4.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm part of the class of 2025, and I'd like to thank my parents, my youth pastors, and God. Go class of 2025.
Hi, I'm Shayla, and I want to give a big thanks to my mom and my dad, and then all the wonderful teachers at Claremore High School for just being amazing and like helping me get to where I am now. And then my amazing friends like Aubrey and Mac. And go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Mac, and I just want to give a big thanks to my parents, my family, and all my friends for always being there and supporting me. Go Zebras!
Hello, my name is Trip Jackson, and I would like to thank my mom, Allison Jackson, and my dad, Jesse Jackson, for helping me get through this journey and helping me grow as an individual. I would also like to thank my tight end coach, Coach Davis, and my golf coach, Coach Greg, for helping me become the best I could at each and every sport. And finally, I would like to thank my humanities teacher, Miss Savage, for being the best teacher any student could ever ask for. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Levi Craig, and I want to shout out my family for pushing me through all of the time that I have been at Claremore High School and helping to push me and help me study and all of that. And then also raising me to become the way I am. And then I would also like to thank my coaches for pushing me in my sport and getting me 4 good years of doing cross country, and then 3 good years of track and 1 year of soccer. And thank you, Zebras. Go Zebras.
Hello, my name's Liam Cook, and I'd like to shout out my entire family for giving me the power, joy, and everything else just to allow me to actually go through high school. I'd also like to appreciate my 2 closest friends, Rambo Meadows and Jackson Tipton, for always being there and being able to have energy and just give me the power to just be myself. They are some real friends that I can rely on every single day, and they are the greatest people that I've ever met.
Hi, my name is Noah Pennell. For my senior shoutouts, I would like to thank Mr. Pike for being the person who introduced me to a whole world of improv and drama. I would like to thank Miss Andrews for
being one of the most influential teachers throughout creative writing and even her English classes. I would like to thank my cat, Zippo, and my ferret, Ellie, for being my biggest motivations when I go home. And I would like to thank my best friends, Ember and Milo, for supporting me throughout everything I do.
Hello, I'm Karen Lee, and I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sisters Margaret and Lucy, and my boyfriend Jobber for supporting me through my academic journey and being my personal cheerleaders. I'd also like to thank my best friends Campbell, Izzy, Tiger, and Jacob for making high school a little bit more bearable. I'd also like to thank my favorite teachers, Miss Hammock, Miss Coyle, Miss Stidley, Miss Garut, Mr. Cummings, and Coach Douthit for being amazing teachers. Congratulations, class of 2025, and go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Phoenix Studley. I'd like to thank my parents for always being there for me and supporting me throughout high school. I would like to thank my best friend Jasper, who has been my friend since kindergarten and always going through stupid stuff with me. And I would like to thank the band for having fun times together.
Hello, my name is Elisa White, and I would really like to thank my family, my teachers, my close friends, Ren, Miss Cagle, everybody that helped me along the way. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Philip Wimp, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for pushing me to do my best and always being by my side. I would also like to thank my closest friend and best friend for sticking with me all these years and showing me what a real friend is. And finally, I would like to thank my uncle for believing in me and supporting me through all my ups and downs. Go Zebras!
Hello, my name is James Moffitt. I'd like to thank my grandma and my Mima and my friends and family that have been along the way to help me through the tough times during school. And let's go, class of 2025.
Hi, my name is Abigail Teets, and I would like to thank my parents for always being there for me and setting me up for success. Next, I would like to thank Jan for always being there for me and helping me through my senior year. It's been rough, but with you, Jan, I've been able to make it. Next, I'd like to thank Miss Lee and Miss Golbeck for always being there for me when I needed somebody to talk to and giving me both the parent and principal advice. And then, Miss Lee, thank you for always helping me with the most random things, like digging through the trash cans to find my ring that was in my backpack the entire time. Class of 2025, we did it.
Hey, it's Jacob. I just want to shout out my amazing teachers, specifically the ones in the engineering program, such as Miss Coyle and Miss Hammock. And there's lots of others that I could name, Miss Garut, and then Coach Douthit for other classes, and especially Mr. Cummings. But I also want to shout out all of my friend groups, everyone in AP Matilda. Shout out to you guys, and then also shout out to everyone in the percussion section for giving me a sense of place in the high school. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carla Hartley, and I'm here today to thank my friends and my family for supporting me and loving me always. I would also like to thank my teachers and the staff members here at Claremore High School for continuing to show up every day. I would also like to thank myself for never giving up on my dreams and trying again every day. Go CHS. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cameron Johnson. I would like to thank my mom for helping me through all the late night assignments. I'd also like to thank my best friend Corbin for getting me through the ups and downs and the challenges of high school, always just being there for me. And I'd also like to thank my girlfriend for just showing me the bright side in life and knowing that I always have someone there for me. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Adam Razuk. I would like to thank my grandma, my mom, my aunt, and my sister for helping me get through high school and giving me the inspiration to finish high school when I didn't think I would make it. Congrats to the class of 2025. Go Zebras.
Hello, I'm Mackenzie Roberts, and I want to make a huge shout out to my dad, my mom, my friends. They have been there almost my whole school year. My friends and my dad, he's helped me a lot with everything. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would be right now.
Hi, my name is Raven Davis, and I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, and my aunts for supporting me and helping me through high school. Next, I would like to thank my biomed teacher, Mr. Riggs, for putting up with me all 4 years of high school and for putting me on the career path I am on now. And lastly, I would like to thank my Spanish teacher, Mr. Castillo, for helping me through my senior year and helping me with my Spanish journey.
Hi, my name is Talia Pena, and I want to thank my Uncle Matthew and my Aunt Becca
for filling in the role as the grandparents I don't get to have. I appreciate you guys so much. And to my siblings, JJ and Camilla, you are my light, and I don't know what I would do without you. And finally, I would like to thank my parents, the most important people in my life. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. These past 18 years have not been the easiest, and there were times where we didn't think I'd make it to this point. But I did. We made it. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. Congrats, class of 2025. Go us and go Zebras.
Hey, my name is Wiggs. There are people I'd like to thank for getting me where I'm at. I'd like to thank my mom for being one of my biggest defenders, being very supportive of me. I'd also like to thank my teachers for teaching me everything I know. I'd also like to thank my siblings also for being some of my biggest defenders, and some of them for even helping me out with math problems. My vision team, which for teaching me how to use screen readers for my phone, how to use a braille, how to use this cane right here.
Hi, my name is Lydia Arthurs, and I would like to thank my family for being my high school support. And I would also like to thank Miss Lovelace for helping me understand that graduation is possible and giving me courage to keep on trying. And finally, I would like to thank Miss Lemon for helping me get back to high school and pulling off graduation. Congratulations, class of 2025, for making it.
Hello, my name is Andrew Hunt, and I would like to thank my mom and dad and my brothers for always being there for me and supporting me. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Eden Harrison. I would like to thank my mom for always showing up and supporting me. And I'd also like to thank my dad for pushing me to be the best version of myself. And I'd like to thank my friends for motivating me and always making me laugh. Go Zebras.
Hello, my name is Cadence Forler, and I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me in all of my crazy ideas and pushing me to be the best. My grandparents for always supporting me in all aspects of my life, and my aunt for telling me what I need to hear and not what I want to hear. Thank you. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Ruby Cervantes, and I would like to thank my family for always supporting me and pushing me to be the best person I can be. And I would also like to thank all my friends for keeping me in a positive attitude and also for supporting me as well throughout this year. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, my name is Bella Mather. Shout out to my friends, family, and teachers for supporting me and helping me throughout these years. And just want to say thank you. Thank you for being there. Go Zebras.
My name is Warren Williams. I'd like to thank my family, just friends, get me through going through high school. Even though I really didn't want to do this, but thank you for pushing me, get me through it, and just God, just following Him and just push me to be a better person. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Haley Morris, and I would like to thank my mom for supporting me as I figure out what I want to do with life. I'd also like to thank my friends for being the thing to get me through these last 4 years, and I would also like to thank my boyfriend for putting up with my breakdowns over all of this ending. Go Zebras.
Hey, my name is Asher Diaz, and I would like to thank my mom and my dad. Gracias, mami y papi, por todo el apoyo y por todos los sacrificios que hicieron por mí. Los quiero mucho. I would also like to thank Mr. Castillo for being an amazing teacher and always dealing with me and my attitude. And finally, I would like to thank all my friends for being amazing and always listening to me. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Kinsey Jocelyn, and I would like to thank my mom, my grandparents, my siblings, and all of my friends for pushing me to be the best that I can be and supporting me throughout everything. I would also like to thank my FFA advisors, Mr. Boyer and Miss Gibson, for helping me for my senior year and getting me to where I wanted to be this year. I also want to thank my former ag advisor, Ms. Hankins, and my current one, Mr. Boyer, additionally for helping me be the best that I can and believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Congrats, class of 2025.
Hi, my name is Holly Bugtraw. I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, and God for making everything possible. I'd also like to thank Coach Eddie, Coach Short, Coach Strain, Hampton, and Wagner for always encouraging me to be myself and to play to my best ability. I'd also like to thank all my future coaches and friends for all their unwavering support and encouragement. Go Zebras.
Howdy, my name is Jackson Simpson. I would like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me through thick and thin. I would like to also thank Mr. Riggs, Mrs. Sublett, Mr. Cummings, Mrs. Beasley for putting up with me in class. And I would like to finally thank my best friend, Caden Self, for being a buddy and support. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Trenton Coker, and I would like to thank my mom and my dad for always supporting me. And I'd like to thank Ben for being the best friend I could ever ask for. And I would also like to thank everyone who didn't believe in me. I'm where I'm at now because of you.
Hey, I'm Bobby Ruth. I'd like to thank, first of all, my family for protecting me, nurturing me, and supporting me for all these years. I'd like to thank my friends for supplying me with countless good times and happy memories. And finally, I'd like to thank Mr. Doomkeen and the Jazz Choir for giving me an outlet to utilize my musical skill and just as a place to have fun. Have a good day and go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Madison Rosenfield, and I would like to thank Mr. Riggs for inspiring my love for the medical field, Miss Acord for making band an amazing place, Miss Sublett for putting up with our class, and Miss Andrews for making literature fun, as well as my family, especially my mom and my older brother, and my friends for making high school an amazing experience. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Forrest Griffin. I'd like to thank Miss Johnson, Mr. Riggs, Coach McQueen, Mr. Bennett. I'd like to thank my sister, Carrie Fulgencio. Of course, I'd like to thank God. Go Zebras.
Hello, I am Caden Moss, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for saving me and making me a better person. I would also like to thank my parents for bringing me into this world and giving me all the opportunities I have had so far. I'd also like to thank my best friend, Lexi Allen. She's given me so much, and she's a great friend. And I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2025. Go Zebras!
Hey, my name is Tyler Kick, and first I would like to thank my family so much for helping me throughout high school and just showing me all the amazing opportunities that life can truly offer. I would also like to thank Teddy, Jeremiah, and Kobe for being the best friends and mentors I've ever had. And finally, I would like to thank Miss Leah Johnson and Coach Jeff Faulkner for helping me so much getting started within media production, showing me the ropes, and finally inspiring me to create forever. Thank you so much, class of 2025, and I'll see you where I see you next.
Hi, I'm Casey Bell. I would like to thank my family for their love and support and pushing me through, and my band director, Miss Acord, and my guard coach, Spinks. Go Zebras.
Hi, I'm Brooke Grimes, and today I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through everything. I would also like to thank my FFA teacher, Mr. Boyer, for helping me throughout being here, because he's the only reason why I'm here, and I want to thank my science teachers for being the reason why I'm going through my career. And go Zebras, congrats on 2025, and go Zebras.
Hello, I'm Bailey Wallace, and I would like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout high school. And additionally, I would like to thank all my clubs and organizations for allowing me to be creative. And lastly, I would like to thank my teachers for having the passion to teach and giving me the passion to learn. Go Zebras.
I'm Ricky Smalley, and I would like to thank my mom for being there for me growing up and, just generally supporting me. And I'd like to also thank my dad for keeping me on track and keeping my head straight on my shoulders. And lastly, I would just like to thank the rest of my family for being there for me whenever times were rough. And that's pretty much it. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Emma Howard, and I'd just like to thank my mom for never giving up on me and my dad for always pushing me to do my best. I'd also like to thank my siblings, Ava, Elena, Nate, Ellie, Ariana, Zeke, Gabe, Ike, and Kate, for making my life eventful. Go Zebras.
Hi, I'm Lily Inyart, and I would like to thank my mom and dad for always pushing me to be my best and never letting me give up whenever I start to struggle in something. I would also like to thank my brother, Canis, for always being there for me and helping me through everything throughout life. And then finally, I would like to thank Miss Gibson for always making me laugh, and then just remind her never to give up because she's an incredible teacher. Thank you. Go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Gage Lee, and I'm graduating this year. There's a lot of people that helped me out this year, so let me just start. I want to thank my mom and my dad for helping me. I want to thank my grandma and grandpa and of course, Nana and Papa. But I also want a special thank to my teacher, Miss Bright. She helped me through everything this year, even when I was stressed. Also, I want to thank God for helping me with stress as well. that is all. Go Zebras.
All right, my name is Nathan Escobar. I just want to thank God, my parents, and my coaches, and my friends to help me get through this year. And go Zebras.
Hi, my name is Abigail McLean, and I would like to thank my Aunt Stephanie, my father, and my siblings for helping shape who I am and nurturing who I have become. And I would also like to thank Miss Sublet and Mr. Gellner for helping me realize that I would like to take the path of psychology in my career. And finally, I would like to thank Mr. Bennett and my boyfriend for helping me realize that I do not have to be at 100%. I just have to put forth effort. Go Zebras!
Hi, my name is Idalyn Bernal. I would like to thank God for giving me the strength to go through high school, and I would like to thank my friends for being there for me and making high school memorable. And I'd like to thank the soccer girls. I would like to thank my teachers, Mrs. Andrews, Mr. Schultz, and Mrs. Baumgart for being the best. A big shout out to Coach T for showing me that even through the diminishing moments, I still glue. And a big shout out to my parents. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have anything. They came over here with nothing, but yet they gave me everything. Los quiero. Go Zebras.
Hi, I'm Kylie Say, and I would like to thank my mom, dad, stepmom, and Nini for being my biggest supporters throughout my high school experience. I would also like to thank my amazing coaches and teachers who have pushed me to be the best version of myself. And finally, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me the strength to maneuver through high school. Have a great day and go Zebras!